My resting bitch face isn't usually an accident. I've always been able to hide my emotions, but only if I choose to. I've always been able to talk real smooth and come up with quick lines about love and life and death. But you'll never know exactly what's going on inside this woman's head, because from Eve down to me, she handed knowledge from that particular tree, and I know how to use it. Let's take a journey through the story I'm building, the worlds inside my head. That's why my brain is constantly spinning. There are worlds up there, and they each have their own rotation, and the only time they stop is when I'm in a depression or a panic attack strikes or my OCD kicks me into overdrive and won't let me be me, won't let me pick up a pen because my brain is far too focused on all of my losses. Never does it focus on the wins. My taunting obsession with my consistent lack of perfection doesn't focus only on my mental failings, but also the physical. Let's just make a list and get it out of the way. Cancer at age 9, ulnar tunnel, carpal tunnel, a touch of arthritis, bursitis, multiple surgeries before I was 20, an autoimmune disorder called APS, which made my pregnancy more than simply dangerous. APS turned my pregnancy into a kamikaze mission, but it wasn't just me under the gun, it was my little one. Thank God we both survived. I am not a hypochondriac, but at this point, if I got COVID, I really would not be surprised because that's just my life. One medical mishap after the other. But while my body may be failing, my pen is not ailing. Even as my body bleeds on the inside because my blood is all fucked up and doesn't clot right, my pen is constantly in motion, reliably bleeding words onto the paper, flowing like water from a geyser. Sometimes the words come out wrong, though, until I put them in a certain order, and then voila. Here's my story. Schau mal. Here's what I say. I speak 3 languages. Just tell me which way you'd like to hear it. Maintenant fange ich an. Right now I'm beginning through the screen of my code switching madness to understand that my body does include my brain, so I guess it's not fair to say that all of it is failing. Und jetzt je commence. And now I'm beginning to see that maybe my way with words may stem from the fact that I already have so many words in my head. 1 click of the pen, I'll tell you a story in English. 2 clicks of the pen, je peux parler un peu de français. 3 clicks of the pen, jetzt haben wir Spaß, weil ich dir sagen kann, was genau in meinem Kopf abgeht. And while I'm telling you exactly what's going on inside my busy, complicated, multilingual mind, I know I'm charming you with my words, and I know that I deserve to be heard. Except when I feel like I don't. Except when I find myself fearing medical procedures or drug interactions with my blood thinners or COVID exposure, but I try to stay happy and strong, even on some days when I can barely bring myself to crawl out of the dark. And on those days, the only thing that shines bright is my daughter's face when she smiles. She lights up the room, my mood, my heart. And if anyone ever tries to tell me I'm not a good mom, I feel that. I do. Some days I feel like a failure because I'm working or writing or studying or planning when I should be playing with the coolest little girl in the world. But if anyone ever tries to tell me my efforts aren't enough, or they think I'm not even trying, and they dare to say that shit out loud, I will bring them down so hard and so fast because they have no idea about my life now or my past. But the most important thing in all of it, I know who I'm doing it for. The most important thing in all of it is her. I have my flaws, and I know I'm far from perfect, but don't you dare tell me that you know my heart. Actually, here, I'll tell you the secret of my heart. I'll tell you what makes it overflow. It's her. So even when I'm talking smooth with a slight smirk on my face, or even with the resting bitch face firmly in place, just know my mind is somewhere else and my heart is otherwise occupied. When I'm with her, I get to forget that I have 3 pills to take in the morning and another 6 to take at night. But after she goes to bed every time, it's the writing that saves my sanity. So now let's resume that journey to the far-off land inside my head, into one of those planets that occupies my mind while I'm lying in bed, trying to find sleep, but only finding wakefulness and memories. Let's take a journey. I'll take you on a hike, even while my sanity plays hide and seek, even while my work for grad school gets so heavy that I can barely fucking breathe. Let me tell you a story that will turn you into me. I'll tell you a story that will keep you awake, keep you wondering, wandering, pondering, wanting to know more. So join me in the land of sleeplessness and I'll toss you another story. Something that will leave you breathless even as I'm breathing my words into you. Let's take a journey. I'll pick you up and set you down exactly where I want you. And maybe this is just me talking smooth, but it's also the absolute truth.